Our next guest is no stranger to Connecticut Style Kitchen. He's a food writer and a blogger and the author of the new Portuguese table. David Leite is here to teach us how to make spaghetti with a summery raw tomato sauce. That sounds fabulous.
Doesn't it? And the thing is, it's so easy to make. I don't even call it a recipe. I actually call it kind of a polite suggestion for dinner tonight.
Okay.
Because it's so easy. And what it's got is it has peeled and seeded heirloom tomatoes, regular tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, anything you have, olive oil, garlic, some basil, salt and pepper. That's it.
Now, tomatoes are great this time of the year, obviously.
This
I have this garden, and my tomatoes are just growing.
It's like the little monster that took over the garden. And half of those are from our garden, and some of the heirloom ones, like these darker ones and these beautiful yellow ones, are from the farmer's market. So anything in there is perfect. Just mix it all together.
Now, how do you choose that tomato? I mean, make sure that it's ripe.
Well, you want to make sure that it's firm but also yields. If something is too soft, then it's going to fall apart for this dish. So if you feel these, they've got some firmness to them, but they dent slightly because you want to keep the nice, beautiful chunks in there.
Okay, before we get to the recipe, though, we want to talk about your website.
Okay.
You actually blog.
I do. I blog all the time. We have 2.6 million readers.
And the name of the website is?
Leite's Culinaria. And it was the first website ever to win a James Beard Award, and we did it again the second year.
And you talk about all kinds of things?
All kinds of things. Cooking, we have columns, we have Jonathan Gold, who's a Pulitzer Prize-winning writer, who's written for the site. We have reviews of cookbooks, everything.
And you interact with your
We do, with our
readers?
Oh my gosh, yes. Constantly responding to comments, and they give us suggestions. So on the bottom of every post, we're going back and forth with readers. So
now, do they ask questions about how to cook certain things?
Oh, they do. They want advice.
I would be, exactly, that's what I would be doing.
Where to go to eat. Where should I travel? Should I divorce my husband? I mean, I get all kinds of questions.
Way. All right, they want us to start cooking, so let's get going here. This is great.
So it's very simple. Basically, here's the layout. We have the pasta, which is all cooked, okay?
Do you put anything in the water when you're...
Salt. You really want to salt it.
I put a little olive oil.
No, because what happens is that prevents the sauce from sticking.
Oh, that's not good then.
No, never want to put olive oil in there.
Okay, never mind.
The salt, you want it because that brings out the flavor.
Okay.
The hardest thing about this whole dish is you have to skin the tomatoes, okay? And an easy way to do that is simply take a tomato and put a little X on the bottom.
And you really need a small knife like this.
For this one you do. And then you take a spoon, you just drop it in about 30 seconds. And what that's doing is going to loosen the skin, but it's not going to cook the tomato. Now, you also can take a regular vegetable peeler, and you can peel a tomato. Now, I found that a little bit hard.
But you want it to boil it. You don't
I
have
don't want
to boil it?
No, I don't want it to boil,
Okay.
and I don't want it to cook. I just want the skin to come off.
Okay.
So you'll see just in a couple more seconds. But I've seen some of these great Italian cooks. They have like a 3-foot-long piece of skin that they've taken off a tomato in one go. It's amazing. So this should be... Yeah, well, that's perfect. See how it's starting to come off?
Exactly.
And you drop it in an ice bath. Now,
Okay.
why do you think you put it in the ice bath?
To stop it from doing whatever it's doing.
Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing. You're stopping it from cooking. You let it stay there for a couple of seconds,
Okay.
and then you take it out and watch this. This is like magic.
Easy.
Isn't that amazing?
Very
it just
easy.
comes off so easy.
Even someone like me who's pretty awkward in the kitchen, by the way.
This is the most easy thing to do, and it peels off beautifully. And then once you get it all peeled off like that, just pull off the bottom, and then to seed it, whoops, oh, thank you, little jumping out of that bowl there. You cut it in half, and you take the guts out, because these are a little bitter, and you don't want them. So you take those out, and then you just chop. It's very easy to chop.
All right, can I try it and see?
Absolutely.
All right, take out the seeds.
Right, exactly.
Oh, it is warm.
It is. But it hasn't cooked through, though. That's the most important
thing. I wash my
thing.
hands so everybody knows this.
Exactly. They are meticulously clean. I can absolutely...
All right. Okay. Now?
No, and just chop.
Just chop.
And you don't want to have the core, so you want to chop around it.
When you say, around it.
Yeah,
okay.
so you go
just
like this.
It. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, good. And those are nice little chunks?
Exactly, and then turn it.
Turn it. See, I told you, I'm not good at
You know what? A couple more times, you're going to be a pro.
I think you're right, eventually.
and then do a couple more chops crosswise.
Sure, like this?
Exactly.
Okay. Chunks?
Chunks.
Okay.
Be careful of your finger.
There you go.
And then take them and throw them in there.
Okay, hold on. Into our bowl of marinated tomatoes?
Exactly.
Okay.
And what you do is they sit with the garlic, the olive oil, the salt, the pepper, and the basil and the tomatoes. They sit for a half hour. So they marinate really nicely.
Now, show me how we actually
put it all
slice,
together.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to move this over here.
I'm going to borrow some of your... Do you have paper towels over there?
Absolutely. I have some right here.
Passing on over here.
I know, it gets a little
messy. We don't want to get messy, but yeah, that's part of being in the kitchen.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the pasta out.
All right.
And I'm just going to drain it in here.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to take out some just so I can show you how it all looks on the platter because it's so pretty. And this is actually, we have every Tuesday, and this is actually on the site today. It is the featured recipe. And we have what's called weeknight winners.
And this should take you how long? How many minutes?
This honestly should take you all of maybe 35 minutes to do. Oh,
okay.
Gosh. Really? I mean, Rachel Ray has nothing on us, you know. I mean, I'm sorry, Rachel, but you really don't.
Okay. We have about a minute here.
Great.
Okay.
So we just put this on the platter. Okay.
All right.
Perfect, just like that. And then what you do is you just scoop.
Again, there's basil,
tomatoes, garlic,
olive oil, and salt and pepper.
And
That's
I'm going to hold this while you can take a little bite.
Look how beautiful that is. All right, now, if you want David's recipe, all you have to do is come to our website, WTNH.com, and click on the Connecticut Style page. All right, should we try this now?
Yes, absolutely. Let me get a little fork here.
You're going to try this with me, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Okay, well, you know, I'm going to just try the tomatoes.
That's what I want to try, too.
Yeah, because I want to see how that marinade is.
Isn't that nice and fresh?
It's yummy. David, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
You'll be back, right?